Alright, so the semester's all over and I'm finally done being sick, so I can show off some of the more advanced features I came up with for my book server, for my database project. So I'll go ahead and bring it online here. I'll go back to our browser. Okay, so the first thing it brings us to here is a little login screen. It's going to make us log in with the name and password. We don't have an account, so we'll just go ahead and create one. We'll name him Lewis. So I'll enter in some information for Lewis. And we will add him to the database. So I'm just trying to log in with him. Now it's going to bring us to a home screen. It's going to tell us how many books and authors there are in the database. We can search for books. There's several different ways you can view or find books. You can view by title, alphabetical order, by publisher. Everything is paginated, so everything will not just be one long list. You'll have the most publisher results at the top of the list. You can also view by author. So this guy has 32 books. You can also view by tags. We can also add a book to the system, so if our book's not on here, we can enter in all of its information. And it'll appear with the rest of the books. So we'll go look at a book here. Business and Economics, Hard Work. So for this book, we can rate it. See, it gave us 3 stars. We can change it to 5 stars. It's only going to let us vote once for each user, so it'll average out all the votes and tell you how good that book is. We can add tags to it, like add a history tag here. It'll appear, and then we can click on it and view other books with that tag. So it's kind of cool. We can, remove a tag if we don't like it. We can also edit a book's information. It was required as a part of the project for a class, so I had to do it. We can just change it to 442 pages. So we'll go back to our little book here. We can look at the author and view other books that he's read or created. Only one though. So we can say that we have read this book before. You can see it notes that we read it. We can even read it again if we wanted. And basically how that works is we'll go over here to PyCharm, and under our books read table, all it did was it creates a little index here, and it notes our user ID, which is 14, and then the book ID, and then the date that we entered. So that way when we go and query over it, I'll open a little table here. We'll select the book ID and the date read from the books read table. And we'll do it where user ID equals 14. So we'll try to enter in that. And it gave us one result because we had entered in one book. So we'll change it to user 1, and we can see we got a few more results here. But it's not very useful because it's just the book ID. It really doesn't mean a lot to us. So if we wanted to look at the title of the book, we'd have to go to the book table here, because right now we're in the books read table and there's no way to get the title from this table. So we have to combine the books read and the book table, and we do that by using the book ID. Since they both have that, this arrow is indicating that these tables share a relationship. So we'll go back to PyCharm here, and we'll change this to title, and we'll join it with the book table using book ID. And we'll try that. And now it shows the titles for us, which is a lot more useful. And we can even do more to it, like order by date read in descending order. And now it gives us descending order. When you can even do limit 3. So it'll just give us the first 3 results. So there's a lot of things you can do with queries. And I bet if we go over here to our query in our database, it's going to look a lot like it. Get books read. Yeah, we get the book ID and the title and the date read from the books read table. Joining the book table, and we use the user ID as a variable, so that way we can use it for any user. And the reason we select the book ID is because over here in the HTML section, when we go to our profile, even though the book ID doesn't appear, we use it so that way we can navigate directly to that book, because everything is indexed, so it makes it a lot more convenient. So yeah, this is our profile. We can see all of the information from one user. This user really doesn't have that much information, so we'll log out and we'll log in under Matt. And you can see my home screen has a little bit more information on it. It shows all of the recent activity of your friends. You can follow people and they can follow you. We can click on someone here. We'll click on Eno. And we can see that he has 3 points. You get points from, the upvotes and downvotes from comments. You also get them from reading books, and you get them from people following you. So we'll go back to his profile. We can see the stuff that he has done. He really hasn't done much activity, so we'll go back to our profile. You view my user profile. And you can see I have a lot more points from different sources. We know that we're looking at my profile, so we're allowed to delete reviews and quotes. Unlike when we were reviewing Eno's profile, it would not give us that option. And we can see other information like the books that I have read. I've read 5 books, 4 of them are unique, so I read a book twice is what it's saying, totaling 439 pages. We can look at just a particular year, like for year 2012. You can see I read 3 books for the year 2012, totaling 64 pages. 2 of them are unique. So we'll go back to my profile. You can create lists too, which are pretty neat. There's a list here called faves, and we can look at this list. You can see that people have been commenting on it. You can upvote and downvote these comments. So yeah, Lexi got another point. We can take away a point from me. So now it's 0 points. We can add a point. We can also add a comment here. So we'll post a comment. It'll appear here at the top. Since it's our comment, we're allowed to delete it. So we can take it away if we wanted to. And there's also an account information screen, so that we can edit all of the information and the way it appears on our profile. So we can edit our login name if it's unique, any of the personal information, but it requires a password to do so. We can see the people that we're following, the people that are following us. So we can go click on someone and see their profile. We'll go back. This is here where you can edit all your list information. So we can add a new list here called Wants to Read. So yeah, it appears here now. And we can add a book to it. We'll enter in book 1. Yeah, The Hobbit appears. So yeah, you can go click on The Hobbit if we wanted to, but we'll go back and we'll click on the actual list. You can see it's a blank list with stuff we can add to it. We can add another comment to it if we wanted to. And yeah, that's basically how most everything works. I spent about 100 hours on it or so. I had a lot of fun with it though, so I got to do most everything by myself, which made it a lot more interesting on how I designed everything. So, and one last feature I'll show off really quick is this is a searching feature, so we can type in like nursing here, and it's gonna pull all of the results related to it. But it's not just gonna do like a word matching. It's gonna do more of a relevant searching by getting the title of a book as a more important aspect, as opposed to, you know, the description. Or also it'll rank it, if it appears more times, it'll put it at the top of the list, so it gives it a lot more relevant results, as opposed to just regular searching, which is a lot of fun to do. So that's about it.